just trying to get that message over to younger people, to visitors. A lot of the time when I take families out on rock pool rambles and seashore safaris, yes, we're having a great time finding fish and crabs, but I try to then get them to come and look at the strand line and realise how much plastic is hidden there. And a lot of them will turn around and go, do you know, I just never had a clue.
I grew up just 2 minutes from the coast. I was either by, on or in the sea from a young age. And I guess, yeah, just fell in love with the coast. So I'm really interested in how we as humans use the coast, how the coast evolves, how nature will want to change the coast in the future and how we will respond to that. It's always been an interesting question to me.
I do a session called Art for Fun, so it's not a lesson because 28 years in teaching kind of puts you off that. And for 3 years it was actually a free activity. This year it's a whole 50p donation. But it's about, I've got the tools in terms of like 170 odd colours in pens. So I let people use the pens, I give them the paper, they can draw anything they like. Some of them copy things that I've done in the past. And it's about really getting people of all ages to just have a go at art and enjoy it and have fun.
We used to come down to the coast to West Bay or to Charmouth. And I remember when I was about 8, some centuries ago, that I discovered a really nice large ammonite, which really sort of turned me into being a vaguely sort of geological person. And this is where geology developed almost as a subject. You know, it's not just that it's fantastic landforms and fantastic geology, but fantastic because this is where the great ideas develop.
In the future, I'd still like to see kind of these pockets that are very much limited in terms of access and things like that, just to allow those little pockets to kind of thrive, to give kind of nature a space and to allow that to thrive. So we don't need to be everywhere and walk over everything to see all of that, to allow these little areas to kind of thrive like that. And that would apply across all of our coast really, so for people to be enjoying it and seeing it, and obviously brought to the area for that reason, but to be respectful of it and appreciate it.
My job is really varied, and that I love, so I do multiple of things, and really I think it's about the people I work with. You know, I've got 6 great teams, one of them obviously Dorset Coast Forum, so you know, my passion in the coast continues. So I'd say where I am today, this is one of my best spots. It's 5 minutes from my house. I've brought the kids here for years. I still sea swim here. Every time I come, it's slightly different. I don't know, there's an energy here. I can't explain it. It's the noise, the energy, just it's very, even on a storm day, I love it. There's a real peacefulness.
Because I've since learned it's possible to make a change, and you can, and it's quite simple, and all you need is a bit of time, and you see the success. I mean, I like seeing the track. You know how much plastic we recycle. It was mainly we wanted to set up things that had a lasting legacy, rather than just litter picking. Like if you stop litter picking, then you know the beach was nice that day. But hopefully setting up schemes like this, you know, in the future, you know, when I'm not here to do this, hopefully someone will carry on this and the scheme will be going on forever.
We came back to school after COVID and lots of children were finding life really difficult. Attendance was tricky. The reintegration back into the classroom was hard for some of them. And I think just confidence had been knocked. Social skills were quite difficult. You know, those skills had dropped off a little bit, and we just needed to build up that confidence, rebuild friendships and that sort of thing. And that's kind of where it was born from in the early days. So we realised quite quickly that by putting a young person on the water, completely out of their comfort zone, in waves, in water that's maybe a little bit deeper than they're used to, things would just evolve. So they became a little bit more confident, they became more determined, and friendships were born from that.
I've been privileged basically to work at Studland for 24 years now, and it's been a role working, managing the beach, managing the visitors that come on site, managing the staff, the whole kind of property really at Studland, and allowing people to come and enjoy this amazing environment, which is just beautiful today with the sun out, but it's just the most special place. And over the years, so many people say how special it is to them, what it means to them.
There were options for limited companies or charities and stuff like that, but the fishermen wanted a community interest company. And the reason behind that is the majority, more than 50% of your outputs have to be community focused. So while they came together with fishing interest, they made it a point that that company had to focus not only on fishing, but community stuff as well. And we've done that over the last couple of years. We've ran a lot of initiatives that try and encourage locals and tourists to come in and go to businesses and spend money. Because we're conscious that for some of these businesses, the summer months, that's where they've got to earn all the income to get them through the winter. So anything that we can do to try and help footfall or help turnover, that's what our CIC is there to do, is to work with the community so that we can prosper together and meet these challenges together.
I had a little bit more time, so I thought, why not give it a try, see if I can pass the fitness test, which I can, thankfully. And it's great to be involved with the youngsters. They're teaching me new things, and it's great being out on the beach.
I've been lucky enough to grow up in this stunning area of the coast, and I've been a swimmer my whole life. So I think, yeah, it was just a great job to be able to give back to the community and keep others safe in the water, make sure everyone's enjoying themselves at the beach.
Value add to the seafood that we had, for instance, like cuttlefish was being thrown away in those days. We didn't know what to do with it. Now it's bricks and gold.
Yeah.
You know, and we're you know, the new raising is the octopus that you're hearing about.
Yeah.
You know, that's somebody like me. That's the first time in my career or lifetime that this phenomenon. It happens every so often. It's not anything new.
Oh, no.
And the same with the tuna coming back. Wow.
I discovered this tribe of like-minded, slightly anarchy in a good way, people who were interested in the marine life and have gone on to become really good friends. Putting your hobby and your interest, something that you really love doing and makes you feel great in yourself, knowing that it's doing a good thing as well, like Lynn says, you know, contributing records, knowing that your photos of what's going on underwater helps other people to see it and care about it.
Well, who wouldn't want to be up here with this view, watching what's going on? Every duty is different. There's no two duties the same. You've got, even in the winter months, you've got all the wildlife as well, if you haven't got anything out at sea. It's just a lovely place to come and do some volunteering and feel as though you're putting something back into the local boating community. Feel different. You're up on the top of the cliff. You've got the view. It's obviously lovely to walk all along the coastal path and go to the different aspects along the coastal path. But this is special up here.